Hi guys, my name is Hyemi, and today we'll be going over YLOG second grade worksheet lesson number 17. Okay, so we did this last week where we are determining time, how to read it, and how to know. So we have PM and AM, and there are 24 hours in one day, and every 12 hours it changes to either PM, AM, or PM. Yeah, 60 minutes in 1 hour. That is the most important thing. So let's try out examples. Baseball practice starts at 10 a.m. It ends at 10:50 a.m. How much time has passed? So the AM stays, right? So we would just minus the current time minus the original time. 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 0 is 5, 10 minus 10 is 0. So we would know 50 minutes passed. This is the abbreviated version of minutes. Jamie starts playing soccer at 5:40 p.m. She plays until 6:20 p.m. How much time has passed? Again, the PM stays, so we just need to minus the current time minus the original time. 0 minus 0 is 0. 2 minus 4, you cannot do that, so you have to borrow. This would be a 5, and there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So it would be 60 plus 20, which would be 80. So 8 minus 4 would be 4. 5 minus 5 is 0. So we know that 40 minutes has passed. Let's try number 5. Danny plays trumpet from 9:35 a.m. until 10:20 a.m. How much time has passed? The AM stays again. So we would just minus the current time minus the original time. 0 minus 5, you cannot do that, so you would borrow. So it would be 5, because 10 minus 5. 1 minus 3, you cannot do that, so you would borrow. This would become 9, and this would become 70, right? Because 60 minutes. Then you would do 7 minus 3, which is 4. 9 minus 9 is 0. So we know that 45 minutes has passed. Okay, using a chart to determine the time. So we are going to look at a chart, and we use the chart to determine the time. So there's a study time span of English and math. So they give us the starting and ending time. Okay, how much time did it take to study English? So we know starting time is 3:10, and we know ending time is 3:50. So we just subtract them. 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 1 is 4, 3 minus 3 is 3. So we would know that it took 40 minutes to study English. How much time does it take to study math? Same thing, we would minus the current time and then the original time. 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. So we will know that it took 1 hour and 15 minutes. Which subject took longer to study? Obviously, it would be math, right? Because this is longer than 40 minutes. So it would be math. How much more time did one subject take than the other? Okay, now we have to contrast how much. So we have to find the difference between the time it took to study English and math. So we would do 1 hour. We will take the greater number and then minus the smaller number. 5 minus 0 is 5. 1 minus 4 cannot do that, so this would be 0. You give it away, it would be 70. 70 minus 4, 7 minus 4 would be 3. So we know that is 35 minutes more. Wonderful. Moving on to word problems. It is now 7:20 p.m. Let's bring out a highlighter. 7:20 p.m. The grocery store will close in 40 minutes. What time will the grocery store close? Okay, so we know that right now the current time is 7:20 p.m. The grocery store will close in 40 minutes. So we have to see the time after 40 minutes, right? So simply we would just add 40 minutes to find our final result. 0 plus 0 will be 0. 2 plus 4 is 6. Bring down the 7. Then what time? Of course, you cannot write your time in this format because once you reach 60 minutes, it would move to 1 hour. So it would be right at 8 o'clock p.m. A basketball game begins at 11:30 a.m. It ends in 2 hours. What time will the race end? Consider a.m. and p.m. as well. Okay, so we know that there's a basketball game that starts at 11:30 a.m. and it ends in 2 hours, okay? So simply, we would have to add these numbers up, but however, we have to know that once it hits 12, it changes to p.m., okay? So, and it resets back to 1. So, 11:30 plus 2 hours. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. And now just the hours get a little tricky. 11 plus 12 is going to be 13, right? But 13:30 is not a time, in America at least, so we would change this to before 12, right? So we will minus 12 from that, and that would be 1, right? So that your final time would be 1:30 p.m., not a.m., okay? It is now 8:45 p.m. Your family will be in the hotel in 30 minutes. What time will you be at the hotel? Same thing, we just add the current time against how much it's going to take us to arrive, and we'll know the arrival time, which is 5 plus 0 is 5, 4 plus 3 is 7, 8, you just bring it down. However, 8:75 is not a time, so you would minus 75 minus 60, which is 15, right? So we would give the 60 to 8, which would be 9, and bring down the 15. And we know it's p.m., so don't forget your p.m. And that is your final answer.